Hey, thank you for coming by. Tori Magoo 44. Today is the 26th of July, and I greatly appreciate you guys coming by and making any comments that you do. You really are fantastic. And this is going to be a video to Tom Cruise, actually. This is directly to Tom Cruise. And I doubt if he'll watch it himself directly, but you never know, one of your friends or family or someone who may see this and hear it, and this is to anyone to possibly get this message to Tom Cruise. So first of all, I was reading, it was interesting, of course, they're magazines, so I know they change things, but it's also interesting to kind of read the secrets of the split up and Tom's shattered world, right? There he is. I got it. Your world is shattered. And I understand that. I mean, you have to think about it a little bit. I mean, why did this all go down the way it went down? You have to be able to think that, Tom. Like, what happened? Why did Katie do what she did? And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. But if you're not willing to look on the internet and learn about it, which I would highly suggest you do, I'm going to tell you a little bit. I'm going to ask you a few questions, first of all. You represent an organization. I was there when you came out at Flag. And before that, it was like, don't tell, don't say anything. Yes, Tom Cruise is a Scientologist, but don't mention it, right? And it was all like, don't ask, don't tell, top secret, right? Okay, fine. Then we go to an event, we're ordered to this event, and out you come. Sparkling, glowing, I'm a Scientologist, I'm a trained auditor, and if I can get trained, so can you. Remember that? I remember it very well. I was seriously a true believer at that time. Way in Scientology. But I walked out of that event saying, somebody handled him. Somebody really handled Tom Cruise. And you know what? I feel bad about it because you are being used like unbelievably. And I know you've got a catered life and, you know, your ass is kissed day and night. And around the world, you've got the red carpet treatment from the Scientologists, although you have to be noticing less and less people are there. That's because more and more of us have left. And more people are looking on the internet and finding out both sides, including your wife. So there's a couple things you have to look at. If your technology of the Church of Scientology, which when you got in, and for myself certainly, it was always called an org. Remember that? It was like, go over to the org. Well, that's because they were organizations. But in the 70s, it was switched around to definitely be the Church of Scientology. I mean, they'd already switched it around, but now they made it a major front thing, that it was the Church of Scientology. And why was that? Because they didn't want Larry Wallersheim to get all the money that was in the Church of Scientology. So they switched all the money into a different account, and all the folders now have priest penitence privilege on it. Now I know this because I'm a minister of the Church of Scientology. They're going to have a heart attack on that, but that I was trained in it and I know how it was, and I also worked with OSA, so I know what was going down. You probably don't. But I highly recommend you look and find out. Because at this point you're at a really key point in your life. You're sad, right? I mean, first of all, you mentioned that you're feeling incredible about the support of your family. Well, your organization has managed to break up more families in awful ways, Tom. And you represent that organization, okay? So imagine your family that is now supporting you and means so much to you right now. And even Katie, and Suri, what if you could never see Suri again? Never. This has happened to a large number of families who are broken up. Mike Rinder's family, who used to be head of PR, I know you know him, no more. His family won't talk to him. Why? Because he's out, because he decided thinking for himself. Imagine you never being able to talk to Suri ever again. Okay? Not okay. Not okay at all. My friend Ida Cameron died with her son never speaking to her. And I know the church will come in and give you all kinds of BS about why that is. But the bottom line why that is because L. Ron Hubbard wrote a policy that says you can declare someone a suppressive person. That's mine, right? And my husband hasn't talked to me in 12 years. We were married 30 years happily, okay? And because you are part of that organization, you keep it going. You have to know that, and you're responsible for that. And I'm speaking for tons and tons of families that I know. I got that you're buddies with David Miscavige. One of my friends was a very good buddy of David Miscavige's. And then he left. And now, not only none of his family will speak to him or his children, but even part of his family who were never in Scientology will not speak to his children. It's like multi-level horror. And I'm tired of saying, well, he has his, whatever his choice. You have to know how you're feeling about how important your family is how every single family feels who's lost their loved ones. There's people who've died way too young in Scientology. There's suicides that are awful that have happened. I know 7 young people who took their own lives. Myself personally, I know these young men. And one girl, Megan Shields' daughter, hung herself. See? There you go. That was pretty good. It's an exact example. Boom, gone. Lights out. Exactly. And you are speaking out and a spokesperson representing this church. You're kind of the glue keeping these people in there. And I want you to think about it very hard, what's going on. And your family. I know Tom's happy. That's what they always say. Oh, we're happy. I used to say it too. I'm happy. I don't care what L. Ron Hubbard did. I don't care if he lied. I'm so happy. Well, think about it. Think about what you're doing, because every minute, every hour, every day that you are in the Church of Scientology and representing them, more people are getting suckered into it and more families are remaining broken up. And I'm asking you to do something about it. If you're buddies with David Miscavige, then you, Tom Cruise, could do something about it and say, you know what, this isn't right. We do need to stop this, SPPTS, declaring people. And I know people will laugh at me and say they'd never do that, and they probably won't. But this is a communication to you. And somehow, some way, I hope you get it. So in the meantime, I wish you luck. And Katie, I can't say it enough, well done on what you did. I'm so happy you took your life back. I'm so happy that you and Suri are going to be able to do what you want to do and move the way you want to move. Fantastic. And to your father and everyone else who helped you, way to go. All right, so there you go. Peace out. I love everyone who helps expose these abuses. Somehow, some way, they're going to end. Bye-bye.